Here I am at the Tanzer 22, and I've got my Tohatsu 6 horsepower extra long shaft sail drive outboard motor off the back, and I'm just going to go ahead and change the gear oil and the engine oil. I just surpassed 20 hours on the engine. It's brand new, so I'll go ahead and change those oils, and I'll get some more things done on the Tanzer here. The first thing we're going to do is change the oil in the lower unit here. There's not a lot of room in this boat, but I wanted to do it in the boat to gain that experience. So what I need to do is remove this bottom bolt first to open up the drain, and then we will go ahead and undo the top oil level bolt to allow it to flow. And I just have this pan here. I'll put the oil into something else as I move along here, but I've already cracked this, so let's go ahead and get that open. Okay, and then if I can find my screwdriver. And they want you to have a look at the oil to make sure that it's not full of metal pieces or whatnot. It looks like it's really coming out pretty clean. Of course, it's just dripping out right now. As soon as I open this top bolt, that'll flow out there nice and easy. There it is. So that's flowing out of there nice now. Looks perfectly clean. I'm not worried about that at all. So as part of the maintenance, they want these washers replaced. Let's see if I can get this out of here. See if this works a little bit better. Doesn't really want to come out. There we go. And we've got some replacements, so we'll change that out. And there's one on the bottom down here too. So it's a little hard to get to. One thing I noticed is that this bottom screw is kind of underneath here, and without a lot of room, a short screwdriver would be easier to get to it. And of course, because I'm in the cockpit of the boat here, getting up and underneath is really not that easy. But let me switch things around and I'll get that washer out, and we'll continue with getting this filled up. Well, as with all things boat, there are some issues. I bought this special Outboard 90 weight lower gear oil that was recommended specifically by Tohatsu. I bought that, and I had this old pump right here from a Mercury, thinking that I could use this attachment here. You attach it under here, you pump the oil in, you cap off the top. Everything's well and good. The problem is that this does not fit the threads down here. So this is virtually useless. Luckily, the boat did come with some Quicksilver gear lube. A couple of bottles. I've got Quicksilver here, and I've got this just Pennzoil gear lube. And the Pennzoil is the right rating, but it's not Outboard. I don't know what Outboard means, but otherwise it's okay. What I did was I basically just shoved this up in here and squeezed out the gear lube. It worked out pretty well. It didn't get crazy. I didn't get oil everywhere like I thought it might. I just kept squeezing until I found oil coming out of the top here, and then I put the top cap on, screwed that in, and then once that was in, removed this tube from the hole down here and put that screw back in. All pretty straightforward. I'm not sure I get a completely full amount. It is kind of tight in here, but I'm going to change this out fairly quickly anyways. So, but now let's go ahead and focus on the engine oil. Okay, so here's what we got with this 6 horsepower. What we need to do is just open up the oil fill, or the oil check, which also doubles as the oil fill. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to release or open up the oil drain, which is this nub coming from the bottom of the outboard here toward the front. We're going to drain that out, replace that, and then fill the oil back up in here. It takes just takes a half a quart, not much. So let's get started with that. Okay, let's get this bolt down here. Yeah, it's got a little bit of color to it. Not too bad though. This thing just still wants to go. Just let it. That's all the patience I have. Don't lose that. I realized I should be using a proper socket or wrench rather than an adjustable wrench on that, but it worked okay. I'm a little bit lazy to go up to my car to get the appropriate wrench for the job. And to take care of the oil, I did put these mats down that were just sitting around in the boat. We had a couple drops in the cockpit here, but it's not too bad. Okay, well, I snugged this down after all with an actual socket. It's the better thing to do. Got it nice and snug. Now I'll go ahead and fill the oil up here. I was gonna use a funnel, but it's really pretty easy to get in there. The fill amount for this is 500 milliliters. And I'm not even, I do have to add a little bit more anyways. The oil is 10W30. And I called the shop where I bought this, and this type of dipstick should be screwed in to check. And there you go. So now we've got it just where we want it. Wish I could see it a little bit better. Let's try that again. just at the high mark, so. Seems to be okay.